Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Real Time Wisdom Show with Joanna and Lainey. Sorry, Lainey, did I cut you off?
Go for it.
Hope everyone is having a wonderful day on 8-8 Lionsgate. And my beautiful partner in produce who looks fabulous in her new glasses.
Ooh, thank you.
I love the red.
I do too, and it's funny because when I walked into the eyeglass, there were thousands of eyeglasses, and immediately I was like, those are the ones. And I spent another hour pulling all these glasses to compare it to this one. I'm like, I already knew, when you know. And that was it.
You knew.
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody's in the house. We got Tony and Carrie and Denise and Heather. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Lainey and I are so excited about tonight. Yes. Why are we so excited, Lainey?
It's like we're birthing another baby, and now we get to kind of, show it off a little and see how everyone thinks of it too. And I, it's interesting. I did an interview earlier today with a woman who has been doing tarot decks for 20 years. And she immediately caught on to the whole metaphor of second helpings. And immediately, just the same, brought her back to that warmth. Immediately, it's that feeling of, something's good. You want it so much the second time. And I go back to Thanksgiving, and she was just saying, and then obviously we're helping people.
Okay.
What do we want more of?
Yeah.
My internet is hotspot tonight because we're having a storm and I live on an island. So I'm going to do my best to stay here.
Yeah, we can all do the light around Lainey so that she stays here and I don't have to fumble along by myself.
Yes.
Yeah, not my favorite thing. But where do you want to start with our story in terms of the second helping? Because we've been working on this, guys, for a very long time. It's been in the back of our mind since probably
the first deck.
Well, yeah, in the first deck, because, we realized how many we left off, how many foods wanted to have their voice heard, wanted their message to be revealed. And when Lainey and I are channeling, that's what we're channeling, the very essence, the message of the foods that they want to give us, that Mother Earth has given them to give us. And so it's such an interesting process. So right away, we started listing foods that we didn't have in our first deck. And the corresponding words and energy just started filling in. And before we knew it, we had more than 60 foods.
Well, and then also over the course of the last couple of years, we've had many people say, do you have this food? Do you have that food? And we're like, coming, so we knew some of these foods or words, healing wisdom words, were on people's consciousness, and it felt so good. So we've known that these words were important because we were hearing people ask about them. So when it came time to finalizing them, we were pretty confident, and Spirit really nudged us which ones to stay, which ones will be on, who knows, future ones. But at least we know that these 60 plus 4 more bonus cards that as of next Friday, the 19th, we're pretty certain 100, we're at 90%. Because what happens is with Kickstarter, you have to get everything ready and then they review it. So depending on when we show up for the review to get approved, but we're hoping for next Friday, the 19th. But on the 19th, you'll have your first opportunity. We're going to show you them tonight. But there's going to be 4 bonus cards you can only get during the Kickstarter, which is so exciting because these bonus cards are bonus. So really, 100, combine it all, 124 fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, and spices. Wow.
I'm telling you what, it blows my mind. It really does. You know, it's just so amazing that this this continues. You know, the buffet is being set out and it gets bigger and bigger. We need a bigger venue for this big buffet, right?
Smorgasbord.
Uh,
Smorgasbord. I lived in Sweden. Smorgasbord.
that's right. That is right.
Hey, Jenny's here too. Cool.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
Jenny.
so a couple things. One is Joanna and I, it's funny. There was a time earlier in the year where we were reevaluating some things. And then we said, let's go for a swim in the pool. Sometimes if we just stop what we're doing and just relax, like a day off of our brains, not really. But we were sitting in the pool, and there's something very, for me, I don't know, everyone has their source of activation. Maybe, I don't know, because I'm a water sign, you're not. But
No, it's
when,
for me too. Water is
yeah,
very
as
active.
soon as we got in that water, everything started to click. Like, wow, maybe it's time. Maybe, like, is this the time? It's like, are we ovulating? Like, is this the moment? And it felt like the moment. And from that moment, the energy just poured in, just like the first time.
Hmm. You know, and it was kind of feeling like, don't you think I wouldn't use the word stagnancy, but things seem to just be a little like, when you hold the dam back by putting, you hold the water back with the dam, it felt like that things were being held back a little bit. But once we broke through that, it was just, it's on. I mean, as Lainey said, the energy just came pouring in just like it did the first time, where there was no stopping. It's like, as soon as we got the green light from the universe, it was like, it's go time, girls, get it done. And boom, here it was. And here it is. And we're already ready for a Kickstarter. And we've been working with this deck now for a few weeks, doing readings for ourselves and each other and some clients. And I don't know, it's mushrooms, because we still use our language from our first deck, even though we're creating a brand new language with the second deck, so it's just really been such a delicious journey. I am in love with all of our cards, but this second deck has captured me for now.
Yes. And let's talk a little bit about that. So, there's always these aha moments, and most of you or some of you have taken all our classes, some or all of our classes, and I'm thinking about Denise right here, and probably Heather and Tony. What has been interesting is that when we did the deck, we knew there'd be a certification class, and it would cover chakras and elements and all the beautiful things, right? And some of you are going to be taking it here, right, coming up August 26th and 27th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have another one 11/11 and 11/12 in case you're interested in that. But what we didn't know is all the other layers, right? So as a result, the elements class, or the tarot class, which we just taught, which was amazing last weekend. Oh my God. And then that was, I'm still reveling in that.
I
And then
know, it was so
also,
cool.
and then the archangels class. So it's so amazing to see what's going to unfold with this class. And we already have a really good idea of some things that are starting to percolate. Plus the new certification, it's going to have so many different things than level 1, which is the first deck, the second certification. So a lot to look forward to. And next week is my wedding anniversary. And so I won't be here, and Joanna has the day off, and Denise Flood and Linda Horn will be here helming it, and they're going to get into it because they've been getting some delicious appetizer bits of this. And plus, Linda has been working so hard on the Kickstarter with me, and they're going to reveal some ins and outs. Because sometimes when you go to Kickstarter, it's so overwhelming. There's so much, you want everything, and we have it broken down, but she's really great at organizing it, because there are so many surprises and deep discounts. It's like that one time where, like, If you want it, that's the time to get it.
That's the time to get it.
So she's going to be organizing all that, but we wanted to really make sure there were some really special things for you helping us make this happen. And bonus cards are just the beginning. And so you can only get the bonus cards at that.
You guys wait. You guys wait. It is definitely just like a second helping is. It's like you savor every single bite because you're getting too full. So you know.
Well, I know, and I don't know, I'm sure for you, Joanna, over the course of the last couple years, when I've been doing readings, and I had a particular client, I think of her a lot because we would meet weekly, and the same card was like driving this point home. And she's like, I really need a picture of that. I really need to have that like on my altar. I'm like, yes, wouldn't these be delicious altar cards? So the fact is that we've made that happen. We've chosen the ones that really feel like if you were going into prayer, if you were going on your altar to manifest something, out of our 60, which top 10 would be like, oh, I'm going for that today. So now we have these prints that you can get. They're in these packages on the Kickstarter that you will just, you know, whether you do a reading or, you know, it's like faith and trust. And there's some really good ones. We really took our time to look at that. What did Denise say? She threw me off. Appetizer is such a teaser. So excited from what I got as a sample. Well, it was Denise's birthday the other day, and we have a birthday reading in our spreads. We have 9 new spreads. So she got a teaser, an appetizer taste of the. I
hope I didn't miss that birthday to wish you a happy birthday, Denise. I was definitely been out of it for a little bit. Hey, yeah. Kathy knows all about how I've been out of it.
I totally forgot what I was saying, but it was something about altar cards. But anyways,
no, so those altar cards will be available in the Kickstarter, and I'm going to encourage every single person because I know I want them on my altar. I have about 5 altars in my house. You know, it's easy for me. I live alone. There's no kids. So, you know, I can make any of my surfaces an altar. Well, I'm going to have them all.
They're like 5 by 7s, you know, that's a nice size to, you know, you can frame them. They'll be prints, really nice, you know, nice quality prints.
Yeah.
So we got that.
Great for them.
But what we wanted to do is, okay, so we just said spreads. So spreads, for those who completely, I don't know, maybe you don't know what spreads are because, you know, I'm thinking of spreads like food, but spreads are your guide. It's how to work with the cards. And you know, we provide the questions and the format, and you can use that as your, you know, as your path. And so the first deck had 8 and the second deck have 9, which equals 17. Which is an 8 of abundance.
There you go. There you go.
So, and do you have a favorite, or we'll talk about that some other time?
Well, yeah, I do have a couple of favorites already, but I have to be honest, I haven't learned them all yet. You know, I mean, I just, you know, I need some time to learn all the spreads so I can utilize them all. But I definitely have my go-tos. And tonight, you're all going to have get to experience one of our spreads.
Yeah, so we're pulling cards tonight with the new deck, and that'll come a little bit later in the show. I can't believe.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. So, and that's a good way of us introducing. Joanna has her deck because if my computer conks out, she has them, and I'll chime in. So we'll have we're going to do a deck reading as well. But what I thought I would do is play you a sneak peek, the launch right here of our little 45-second commercial. It's just a little promo, but we're hoping that when we know officially that it's the 19th and we're going to launch this as a promo, that you all would share it with everybody when we have our official link and it's all good to go. But it's 45 seconds, something like that. And that's our online. It's a smaller version of the 5-minute video, which is so cool. It's just our whole story. And that'll be when you go to Kickstarter, that's the first thing you click on. But this is the mini version for social media. So why don't I start with that?
Why don't you? Yeah. I love it.
All right, here we go. Without further ado.
Helpings, More Nourishing Wisdom from Mother Earth, is a follow-up creation to the original Food Healing Oracle deck, which has gained global popularity. The multi-sensory experience continues with another harvest of fresh produce, words, and wisdom to broaden your awareness of food's greater healing powers. Our 60 beautifully photographed cards of fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, and spices will open your eyes to the spiritual teachings of Mother Nature's channeled messages and the real-world nutrition contained therein for optimum wellness. Pre-order your copy during our Kickstarter campaign right now and help us make an everlasting difference by sharing our teachings as an invaluable tool for mind, body, and spiritual enlightenment. We promise you'll never look at food the same way again.
Woohoo! Love that. Yeah.
So that is the address, kickstarter.com/FHOD. So I don't know. What do you think of that? I mean, wait till you see the 5-minute version. That was like,
yeah, no, that is just amazing. Amazing. Of course, I don't like any of the slides with me in them, but other than that, no, I'm over myself. I'm definitely over myself.
We've been up, down, and all around, and
I'm telling
the
you.
curve and back. The last 2.5 years have, really taught us plums.
Yes,
And,
with ourselves.
Yeah. So anyway, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just thinking about if we wanted to talk and let them know what the bonus cards are going to be.
Oh yeah, I want to do that, and then I also want to tell people about the experience of the deck when I did my first reading and what has emerged. Some people know it already, so let me start with that, and then I'll get to the bonus cards. I have a picture of that. They're so cool. So one of my regular clients, I adore her, was in from out of state, and I said, you know what? You are going to be the very first person to get a reading with the new deck. And Spirit told me to go ahead and use both decks, the one we currently have and the new one. So I'm doing the reading, and what ended up happening towards the end of the reading, by the time I was flipping cards, I had pulled 4 from the current deck and 4 from the new deck. And I kept looking at, there was definitely a difference between the two. And I kept wondering, what was it? And then I started to look at that these 4 new cards were asking, if you did these, if you do these, if you act upon these 4 cards, you will get what is in the first 4 cards. It was almost like doing and being. And I was like, holy moly, that's divine masculine and divine feminine right there. That give and take, that doing, that being. And I was like, and we've always felt there was this pairing of the two. And so essentially these decks are mated. Mm-hmm. And it really is a combination. Like, you're going to be able to probably put them
we
all
have
together.
A marriage. We have a wedding. And, Lainey and I had talked about, as these messages were coming through for this deck, we were like, they're different, but we don't know why they're different. Like, we just couldn't pinpoint it. Like, why are they different? Are they heavier? Are they more serious? Are they more, what is it? What is it?
Yeah. What was it?
We could not figure it out. And we talked about it a couple of times, quite a few times. And then Lainey called me after that reading and she says, I got it. I got why they're different. And as soon as she said the divine masculine, it clicked. I mean, it would just, the puzzle pieces came together. And I knew that we had channeled the first deck, the divine feminine, and the second deck, we channeled that divine masculine. And their marriage together, because I have done readings with both decks, is phenomenal. I mean, it is the best of everything. These cards are real guidance for every day to deepen your journey, to deepen what you want to know and have that. Just sometimes we just need guidance on the path. And these are a lot of action, as Lainey said. What do you need to do to get where you want to be? What do you need to do? And so, and what's going on in the inner worlds that is blocking you from doing what you need to do? These cards go a bit deeper, just like, the divine masculine in our lives, a whole healed divine masculine, a whole and healed divine masculine.
Well, that's really what the last couple years have been, right? So COVID, we started off with COVID on the first Kickstarter. We had COVID writing the second deck. I mean, COVID has been part of this. And not only for us, but for everyone probably listening here and later, we've all had to pivot. We've all had to do something, whether it's lockdown, go out, make decisions, talk to that person, wear a mask. Like, so much has been a lot of doing. And we've had to also be, no question, we've had to reflect, and we do have reflection in our deck. So the words, interestingly, have been of the times that seem to have come out. And it's really now, and we've seen losses, and we've seen all sorts of things that have been horrific in the planet. And so this is a reminder that it's not later to do the work. We are real-time wisdom. It's the now. It's the doing right this moment now. And these cards are so surreal, how food is telling you right now. And so when you see them, you will see what I mean and what Joanna means. And yeah, no, are they all serious? No, but are they get to it? Yes. And, and lots of things, we have fun ones in there too. Just like in the first deck, we had shadow and confusion. You might just see a little bit more of those in this deck, but boy, they're there. It's all for your help. Second helpings for your upliftment and for ours. We've been pulling every day. And even my husband, Merlin, he does all my readings besides Joanna and, Linda, and we all do readings for each other, but Howard reads for me a lot, and he says, I don't know why I could read so much easier with this one. I'm like, because it's divine masculine. And he gets it. But he's getting it, and he's like taking it. It's like,
and it's for those who want, I think, to deepen their process, in finding out the truth about themselves or in a reading. They're just magical, but it's like, it's that new baby. They have the new baby smell, you just can't get enough of them. It's just like that.
I want to make mention, I know Linda and Denise are going to talk a lot about this, but for those of you who've been with us since the beginning, so many of you have asked if there is a way to buy the booklet, the book where we wrote, and as an extra, because some of you have the small cards and want to know if the minis, if they come with it. Well, guess what? On the Kickstarter, you now can order the booklet for number 1, and the new minis with second helpings already comes with the book. So you'll have the book for the mini on second helpings, and you'll have it for the regular size deck. So for those of you who always wanted to have an extra deck, or you lost it, you've used it so much, the pages have fallen apart, whatever it is, we will have a short run on the Kickstarter of just the number 1 book. So that's awesome. That we've just taken note of what everybody's wanted and seeing what we can figure out. And it's all contingent on the Kickstarter, funding. But this is what our goal is, that now that both large and small decks will have books. The first one now has books available, because right now we only had digital. So we feel like we're answering all the different ways, all the card items, it's all a menu of goodness.
We are certainly manifested. We have manifested all the desires of our cherries, right? And so, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about Lion's Gate, which is a day of manifestation. And for those of you, Lion's Gate gets activated. It actually runs from July 28th to August 12th. That's the portal opening, but its activation and its most powerful day is 8/8, and it is actually when the star Sirius meets with the sun, and illuminates the pyramids in Egypt, right? There's something that aligns with those pyramids. And maybe you've seen pictures of how that sun and star align on this day. So it's certainly a day of putting out what you want for the universe to help you to manifest. So I hope you all have a kind of a list ready of what you would like to ask for, because this is the day. If there's no other day, this is the day. So,
and 8822 of all numbers. Let's talk about the magic of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really significant numerologically and energetically. So, it's just, and of course I'm a Leo, so I love posting pictures of lions. I have many pictures of lions in my photos. I don't know. I even have one as my screensaver on my laptop because I just relate. So anything lion, I'm, into Lionsgate.
Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we do some readings, and then at the end we will showcase the 4 bonus cards. How's that?
I love that.
I didn't forget. Okay.
So here you go. Does everybody want a card?
Yeah.
If you do want a card, what we're going to pull on is, what are we going to pull on? I know we're going to pull.
I'm going to tell them. Yeah. So go ahead and say you want it. But here's here in the spirit of manifesting on Lionsgate, meet our manifest card.
Yeah, you can't see the word because you have some kind of it blocked, but the word, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here is our apricot.
Yeah, and it's the perfect fruit. It's just rich. So, talking about manifesting health for the body, the list goes on and on what apricots do for you. So, of course, we always want to make sure that we're honoring the nutrition side of this as well. And apricot's going to do that for us. Mm-hmm. So here's what we got. So we told you we have 9 cards, 9 spreads. So that's actually in our deck. And if you remember, we had the daily special in our first deck. This is called the Daily Apricot. And it's a 1-card spread, super easy. And it's, what do you want to manifest? So we couldn't think of a better card and a better reading in a simple way. I mean, they get more challenging all the way up to our 9-card Fibonacci spread that can take a while. I mean, we have really 1 through 9, but we're going to just today pull a card for you using the first deck, give you a brief little teaser, and then again, next week, listen to Denise and Linda. They'll tell you more about the intricacies of the Kickstarter, and then let the floodgates open. Lionsgate, bring it in so we can get these decks out to everybody in the world and make this a happier, more nutritious place. So, so here we go. Let's just call in that Lionsgate energy and allow that these 1-card spreads allow everyone who's watching this to fully take in the energy of this portal and manifest what their true heart desires. So while we are sitting here calling in this delicious vortex, allow yourself to give permission to allow what you truly want to bring in. What do you want to manifest right here, right now? And these cards and the guides from the Food Healing Oracle deck are going to assist you further on that journey. And we will be your clear channels and guides to assist in that effort. So it is. So it is. So really listen. Amen. As Joanna said, make that list, really think about it. And whatever card gets pulled for you, these will just be a brief snippet. The book is so wonderfully detailed with lots of suggestions, just like the first. Mm-hmm. So who is going to be our first?
I think our first one that said yes is Heather Phillips. But before that, Carrie said 8 has been coming up so many times the past few weeks. I'm usually down to drawn to number 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So it's any derivative to me is good. So Okay, here we go. Should we start with Heather? Heather, I'll pull, and then you can. Up, something just flew out, and here it is for you, Heather. It is our chickpeas card, and
Oh
it
yeah,
is
go really close.
pers-
Yep, perfect.
perspective.
So yeah, perspective. And you will find you're like, wow, that reminds me of such and such or such and such, from the first deck. And it may not. Um, am I cutting out or am I good?
No,
Am I
you're
good?
just yeah, you're good for now. Yeah, you're good right now.
I'm good now. So the question is, what do I need? What does Heather need to manifest? Perspective. Because the truth is, you're probably already manifesting. It's just your vision of what you think you want more, or I'm good, but I really want these three things to happen. It's really looking at the perspective of what you have, because my guess is that if you look today, what did I manifest today? It's the perspective of what it is that you actually already brought in and are manifesting on a daily. We just have to sit down and sometimes write it down of how did I manifest today? I tell my clients that all the time. Make a list. How did I manifest today? But your one card apricot, daily apricot, is how to manifest. Look at what you are in perspective.
Mm. Yeah, and if you look at the card, you can see lots and lots and lots of chickpeas. Lots of ways to look at things, right? Okay. So I want to, I'm getting the sense to put it back in the deck because somebody else might need
Yeah,
it.
of course.
But let's keep track of what we're revealing tonight. So we have these. Because only the cards that are pulled will be the ones that we reveal for tonight.
That's right. And the bonus cards.
Okay, now this came out, and the next person to get it
is Tamara.
Tamara, look what Tamara got. This card doesn't come out for me that often, but it's our Blue Lotus. And if you can see that, it's intuition. Wow.
Oh my God. How perfect. So what does she need to do to manifest? She needs to tap into her intuition, yes. Tamara. Yes. That is it. You already have it. It's already built in. Wow. Heather got perspective and you got intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what you need to manifest on Lionsgate.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely. The next one is Kathy. And Kathy, what do you need to manifest?
And by the way, there's a whole backstory on that Blue Lotus card. We'll tell you another time.
So Kathy got bok choy, truth. Look at that beautiful bok choy. Oh my God, these cards. I just love it. So what are you getting?
What I'm getting is for her to manifest, she needs to step into her truth. She needs to get super clear on what is truth of her own desires and not anybody else's influence. Stay in your truth, and that is how you will manifest. Because when you have that clear vision, that is the beacon that spirit will hear you like, okay, she's locked in and connected. She has her vision clear when she is in her truth. And these messages are not just for her, it's for anybody watching this. Mm-hmm. Perspective, intuition, being in your truth.
Okay, so next on the list is Jennifer. So Jennifer, I don't know if we know you, Jennifer, but
we do. I'm starting to get to know Jennifer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. I'll have to get to know her too.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you get our raspberry card.
So bring it a little closer. That's better. And these are our minis, okay? These are just our prototypes. Obviously, they'll be shiny and perfect once we manifest the Kickstarter fully funding.
That's right. That's right.
Please. Yeah. So what does she need to do to manifest? She needs to reflect and take a moment of reflection, going inside and reflecting on, I'm hearing reflecting on priorities. And
Ooh.
yeah, and what really is the Lionsgate, what do you really want to manifest today? And that is, that is more of the heart per se than I would say intuition. Like, reflect on what you really need right now and manifest that.
Very, very, very cool. All right, next is Tony. Tony, let's see what you get. I just take the time to shuffle these.
Are you
Wow.
writing? You're writing those down?
I'm trying to keep up. So
Tony got dreams, and it's hard to see it from there. Wait till you see that. That's such a pretty card. It's
it
hard to
is
tell.
such a pretty card.
So dreams. So what do you need to manifest is to dream it into reality, right? So my take on that is to, when we not only think about what's in your dreams, but what are you dreaming of that you really want to manifest in Lionsgate? And my suggestion is, when we're dreaming and really taking in something that we want to do it with all of our senses. Like, dream it into reality. Breathe it in, taste it, feel it, touch it, know it as yours. Like, dream it into real time right now. And that is your guide. Dream.
There you go, Tony. Now, Jenny. Let's see, Jenny. Let's see what is pulled for you. Okay. Oh, Jenny got the Blue Lotus too.
Ooh.
Intuition.
Well, I'm just going to say to Jenny to keep honing in on that, So what do you need to manifest? Trust. And we do have a trust card, but the intuition is truly about, start again, tapping into that third eye and like open it up and like let it shine. Let it flow.
I keep hearing to get out those paints and utilize those paints and be that creative. Bring it in and bring it out so that you can see it in real time.
Well, here's the funny thing is that I was going to talk about a painting, but that I didn't want to, we're just kind of keeping something quiet right now that I know that she's working on, but it's like, yeah, keep working.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Intuition. So I'm like, pull that right out. But here's what I wanted to say about that Blue Lotus card. So we're down to 59. Number 60 is intuition. We've done all 59 cards. Well, 60 is intuition. Like, what? That's got to be like, it can't just be like, that's a boring fruit or vegetable. It has to be a signature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blue Lotus. So we were like trying to figure out, what can intuition be? What to intuition? And we used our intuition. Yeah. And suddenly we came across the fact that Blue Lotus is a specific tea that opens up your third eye and is absolutely herbally, naturally made for your intuition. I mean, oh my God, it was like that night. So we ordered some tea.
We've been drinking some Blue Lotus.
Drinking our Blue Lotus, and we're like, thank you, Spirit. There couldn't have been a more grand, perfect. And now we see it twice tonight. So that's the story. There's so many stories we'll get to in time. But yes, that's what's happening with the Blue Lotus intuition card.
So Denise, I think it's Denise next.
Yes.
Yep. Denise, as I was shuffling, this card just flew out. It's our Mulberries card, Denise.
Ooh, respect. Put that a little bit closer, if you don't mind. Yeah. Again, you'll see them in, you saw them on the video, but you'll see all the pictures on the Kickstarter, a good majority of them. So how do you manifest? Respect. You know what? Respect the process of spirit. Respect yourself. Respect that that spirit has a plan and timing is always divine. Respect the universe's order. Respect that you are fully equipped to receive everything you want to manifest, and respect everything and all, like love all, serve all. Respect spirit and all its inhabitants.
There you go. I love that. Okay, next is Carrie.
Cool.
And let's see what you got, Carrie. What do you need to manifest your desires? Ooh. Paprika redemption.
So listen, Carrie, that's one of my favorite cards. And it's a seriously good card. It's like packed redemption. So a lot of the cards that you'll see, and listen, we have anger, we have redemption. I mean, look at the last couple of years and look what everyone's been going for. And some of us feel like we can't move forward because we want redemption. And some of us, and it can feel like you're stuck. But I don't necessarily. I think redemption is about being redeemed and forgiving. Like if you think of forgiveness, our artichoke card, redemption is sort of that same way. How do I manifest? Release any desires to have redemption. Like just be free right now, Kiwi, to live right now and knowing that the blessings already are and they are coming in multitude for you. You know, redemption is kind of like we can let it all go. Like the redemption is like we've been redeemed is the best way to say that.
You know, I've known Carrie for quite a few years, and you know, Carrie, I don't think you'd mind me saying this, but she recently got married, and there's been some things that I feel like you have finally said yes and redeemed, you know, a lot of years of stuff that you've been doing. So I think this card is absolutely perfect for you.
And hold it back up for a second, Joanna.
I already put it back in.
Okay. Well, what we weren't clear is that was our paprika card. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So, that is paprika.
Yeah. So I wanted to make that clear, which is a spice, which is a fire element. All that's stated, and you'll learn more in the level 2. But also that is an activation. Activate your passion, activate your energy, activate your sexuality, activate your desires. The Lion's Gate is telling you to like, bring it in, girl. That's what that's about. That's that. Paprika, like bring it up a notch. It's spicy time.
Yeah. I think Shelly is next.
Okay.
Shelly. Let's see what you get, Shelly. Let me see. What are you guys thinking of this new deck so far, huh?
Yeah. I like Jenny. Per fucking. That's our little joke.
Ah, Shelly. This is for you. This is our cauliflower card. It's flexibility.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I thought I heard a little critter behind me. So what do you need to manifest during this Lion's Gate is being flexible. So what does that mean is, you know, we actually do have an expectations card, but this is to be flexible when what you desire, how it comes in. Sometimes we get so close to like, I want it this way and it has to look like this. Like flexibility is like I'm allowing my blank, whatever that desire is, to come in however spirit sees it in my highest good. These are the characteristics I envision for myself and write those down. And I am flexible and allowing to however spirit provides in spirit's perfect timing.
Love that.
I have to remember that one.
Yes.
I don't have plums.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I think that we got everybody. If I forgot to call on anybody, please let me know in the comments. But I think I got you all. And I'm looking at one of the things. Jenny says per fucking. Well, can I say that? And Tamara says, wow, I want to get some Blue Lotus. And Denise says, so perfect. And Carrie says, being safe. Thanks, lady.
No, I like what Carrie says. I'm giving you an air virtual high five.
There you
Girls,
go.
wait till you see this. Wait till you see it in its glory. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all of us because I already know the healing that it's brought me, my husband, Joanna, the few clients I've shown. Denise got a sample, but the certified readers are going to get a little taste on Wednesday night, and then you're all going to see it next week. And of course, Denise and Linda are going to have some surprises next Monday on the show for that. So what I do, so let's show them the bonus cards, right?
Ooh,
So
yes.
again, there's 4 of them. 4 numerologically is foundation, stability. And so that's the number that we've chosen amongst other reasons. So we have 4, and you can slide them right in. They're going to come with their own little booklet, because they're not going to be in the box. They're separate, and they're coming in their own little booklet. But the booklet will be the same size for those explanations, like 8-page booklet that you'll be able to put right in with your other one and put it in one of your velvet bags and chakra totes if you want these 4, which you will. So I hope, Linda, if you're here and if you're okay, I'm showing the bonus cards.
Oh, Linda didn't get a card. Is she still here?
Linda, are you here? I thought I saw her here earlier.
I think I saw her here earlier.
Okay, so Linda, if you're here, A, do you want a card pull? And 2, I'm going to be showing the I didn't see her on here. Come on already. Geez, says Jenny. I know. Yeah, well, wait till you see the altar cards. The altar cards, you have to wait to the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
that's
you have to
next
wait.
week. But,
all right, so let's start with the reveal of the bonus cards. We have.
Well, no. I'm gonna show the graphic.
Oh, okay.
It's much prettier because that.
Okay, you show the graphic.
You can actually see
She's
them
the
right
graphic
there.
queen. You can show
Okay.
the graphic.
Well, because you can see, it's hard to see with the laminate.
It is.
I want everyone
the graphic
to see.
is better. The graphic is better.
All right.
Here we are.
So, Fennel is our relax card. These are, we can go on and on about even how these 4 bonus cards came into being. And then we have Hemp. And Hemp is our Envision card. And just look at that gorgeous card. And that has come up so often. Like, what do I need to do? Like, if that was pulled today, if we had Joanna was pulling cards, and what do we need to do for Lionsgate? Make sure you have an Envision card, because that's what it's all about. Blueberry, clarity of vision, and being able to envision. Don't you think, Joanna?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Why don't you talk about the other 2?
So then we have walnuts, which is analyze. Walnuts, a half of a walnut looks like half of the brain hemisphere. Yeah. And what better way to, think about with your mental capacities of analyzing each situation in a way. And, if you got this in a reading with chickpeas, which is perspective, analyzing your perspective, this walnuts card is very profound. And then parsley is our awaken card. So we have relax, envision, analyze, and then awaken. Each one of our cards, like these 4, tell a story within themselves, Yeah. So it's just so beautiful. And, we could have done a couple more bonus cards, but we really love these 4 bonus cards because they have spoken to us in a great way.
And you'll also find we go into the chakras as well. We go into the elements, and the first. So what do you think? By the way, do you like them? The new book has all the foods broken out in terms of what foods our 60 have for elements, and which we didn't the first time. We listed the elements, but now all the elements, like walnut. Okay, that's an air element, right? Some of you will know right away because you've taken, you've either taken the first certification or you get brain, air, higher realm, not an earth. And then also chakra. So all the foods are going to be listed. What foods will feed my chakras? What foods will feed my elements? It's just that's what it is. Mm-hmm. So Heather likes them. Okay, good. So
I'm feeling called to pull a card for you.
For who?
For you.
Oh, for me?
And
what do I need to do?
I wanted to pull another card to give them another sneak peek into another card, but I got this one twice, so I think you really need to see it. And it's our reflect card again. And I kind of love that it's out there with that red, with you wearing red and red glasses. So, really reflect tonight on what you want to manifest for the Lionsgate, because I think your manifestation is right around the corner, right here, right now. It's coming to you. So just do a little bit of reflection, and the way the picture is of see the raspberry sees its shadow, is kind of really, really cool.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to pick one for me if we have a little bit more time.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Always, always, always peas. Adjust. I guess I have some adjustments to make in order to manifest what I really want. This is our peas card.
Look, peas and chickpeas. Adjust and perspective. Very cool, right? Because those two peas go hand in hand. And so that is very telling, is having to adjust. And your life was turned around upside down with Jesse's accident, week and a half ago?
It's it happened Thursday the 28th. So yeah.
You've had to make some adjustments, and as a result, everyone has had to make adjustments, but everybody wants to make that, but you are adjusting and learning that spirit always has a plan. So
always.
Yeah. So you are manifesting and, adjust. We don't have the word pivot because we were told to use other words that are kind of saying the same thing, because I think, we're kind of tired of pivoting. That was such a word in COVID times, but adjust is really like being okay with adjusting, to, like things having to slow down, speed up, come from a different angle.
Adjust is like the onions card too. Accept, right?
Yeah.
Once you accept and then adjust whatever you need to process in your life or in your mental field or whatever, you do that. But my son is doing okay, and he'll be moved into a facility, a rehabilitation facility, where he will get the care he needs, and the physical therapy and the occupational therapy and everything. So the light is coming at the end of this tunnel for him. So thank you all for your concerns and prayers. I really appreciate it.
Peas. Wow.
Peas.
Well, here's to Lionsgate. Perfect way to wrap up. Again, I don't want to miss Linda. If she was here, let us know. Otherwise, she will get some readings. Good, glad to hear that, says Jenny. Yeah, so Apricot, the Daily Apricot and the Lionsgate is like, let's just call it in for all of us. So we can't do anything without all of you. This is what we're here to do, is for you. And this is our ministry. This is why we're here. I know we do a lot of different things with a lot of different ways, but this outlet to express and to heal and to help is so special. And I'm just so grateful. Here we are again, 2.5 years later, ready to bring forward this deck and put them together and have people have 124 ways to deepen what's on their dinner plate. I mean, really, shopping is going to be a whole new experience once again.
And wait till you get a load of the rest of the cards. You only got a sampling of possibly 6 or 7 cards tonight, and there is out of 60. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Look at check out the Kickstarter. Order
Easy
your
for you to say.
I couldn't say it.
Yeah, well, check your emails or check the social media over the next week. We'll have a definitive date, but it looks like it's Friday the 19th. Again,
the day before my birthday.
Yeah, girl. And I'm going to leave us with this video one more time, because there were some extra cards on there. And in case people came in late, it's 45 seconds. So let's just play this one more time. And thank you all for everything. We're so great to be the chefs here and stewarding this nourishment. So here we go.
More Nourishing Wisdom from Mother Earth is a follow-up creation to the original Food Healing Oracle deck, which has gained global popularity. The multisensory experience continues with another harvest of fresh produce, words, and wisdom to broaden your awareness of food's greater healing powers. Our 60 beautifully photographed cards of fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, and spices will open your eyes to the spiritual teachings of Mother Nature's channeled messages and the real-world nutrition contained therein for optimum wellness. Pre-order your copy during our Kickstarter campaign right now and help us make an everlasting difference by sharing our teachings as an invaluable tool for mind, body, and spiritual enlightenment. We promise you'll never look at food the same way again.
Woohoo.
That's a wrap. Thank
That's
you
a
all for
wrap.
being here today, and keep an eye out on your social media and your newsletters and all that. And I want only the best for everyone's healing, and make the most of writing things down tonight, what you truly desire, and maybe make an apricot smoothie or an apricot meal, or eat some apricots, but
Put
anchor
some
that
apricot
in.
preserves on toast, whatever you do. Right?
Yes. Yes. I use apricot jam on everything. It's my fave. So blessings and thank you. Take out. Take
Thank
out.
you.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace
Night,
in.
everybody.
All
Love
right.
you.
Bye-bye.